Number 32,
Well, Greg, hadn't this been a fun season so far? And it feels like the highlights just become more and more spectacular.
And that's because these guys are so competitive, trying to constantly one-up each other, and the fans are the beneficiaries.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, the post tandem, Adebayo and Ware. Tyler Hero out there with Mitchell, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. Now, here is Robinson. Anunoby, good.
Well, Anunoby meets resistance inside, but he uses some muscle to get that shot off.
Outside, Hero. Jacks up a 3. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Towns, a screen on Mitchell. Anunoby in the corner. Outside, Towns. Back to Anunoby. Shot clock at 6. Outside, Towns. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Hero kicks to Powell. Back to Hero. The 3. It's rebounded by Towns.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
So, Greg, offensively for the Miami Heat, there is room for improvement.
Yeah, they realized they were in need of another elite shot creator aside from Tyler Hero. For all his growth, teams have been able to key in on him and dare anyone else to beat him.
Well, when you look at Hero's numbers, this is a guy who shoots a good percentage from deep with a high volume.
Here's McBride, covered by Mitchell, and the shot goes in.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
Ware with it, guarded by Robinson. Pass to Hero. Out to Powell. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Mitchell wide open. The 3-pointer off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Anunoby. It's hauled in by the Heat. Last time they met was in Miami.
They're so close in that one, but that's of no solace to the players. They played their hearts out.
Look, I know it's easier said than done, but you've got to just move on. You can't dwell on it and let it affect the next performance.
Now Bridges. After Norman Powell missed from long range.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Well, that is a nice challenge at the rim. Really altered that shot.
Bridges shot, good.
One tough customer. Bridges fighting for the basket in close.
Outside, Hero. There's the pick. Fires for 3. In the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. In the corner, it's Robinson. McBride, bounce pass. Robinson kicks to Towns. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie Force.
Well, Mike Brown had a few moments to share with me. Like everyone, he's impressed with Adebayo's relentless nature. He said, quote, "We have to match his intensity at both ends, trying to keep him off of the glass and trying to keep the ball out of his hands. Coach knows they can do it for stretches, but he wonders if they can do it for a full game." Back to you.
Allie, thank you so much. Here's Bridges. Following the score by Miami. Shoots over Hero. Bridges misses. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Miami. 3-point lead. Powell. And the rejection by Towns.
Oh, big cat saying no way.
McBride finds Towns. Hero with it. Bridges covering. Here's the 3. Hero, no good. The Knicks have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Fires the 3. Knicks with the rebound. Robinson's got 4 rebounds in this game. That one goes in. Bridges has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Mitchell sets the screen for Hero. To the inside. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Well, certainly Tyler Hero is never going to be accused of being selfish. If you get yourself open, he is going to find you.
Towns in the corner. 3-pointer. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Well, the combination of his length with that shooting range makes him a huge part of this offense.
Outside, Hero. There's the 3. No good that time. It's a tie game in New York. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Early offense in this league is key. You've got to score before the defense can set up in the half court.
And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. In the post, it's Jovic and Adebayo. Then there's Jaime Jaquez. Then it's Wiggins, and it's Larson in at the 1. New York shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Pass to Clarkson. On the wing, Bridges. Jaquez defending. Here's Hart. It's rebounded by Jovic. Heat shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Wiggins outside. Jaquez against Bridges. Left side, Adebayo. And there's another one for the Heat.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice play.
Yabusele is screen on Wiggins. A shot by Clarkson, no good. The Heat with the lead. Pass to Jovic. Here's Larson. Off target with his 3.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
Clarkson passes to Yabusele. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Here's a look at some of the stats for Davion Mitchell. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Adebayo the screen. Here's Wiggins. And Adebayo throws it down.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
Clarkson passes to Hart. And Hart throws it down.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
On the wing, Wiggins. Back to Jaquez. Good ball movement here by Miami. Adebayo with a screen for Powell. Shot clock at 5. And the dunk by Powell.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Miami Heat said Coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said, you got to try to take control of the game, set the tone, and play consistently throughout. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. It's who can impose their will longer than the other team. Back to you guys.
He knows his stuff. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. To the middle, here's Hart. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Jaquez. So, Tim, here's a word you often hear teams talk about. Nets culture. How does an organization create the right culture?
Well, I think, Kevin, you establish core values and then you make those non-negotiable. When everybody connects with that and connects to those values, you really have something special.
Holding on to the rope and pulling in the same direction.
What it's all about. Well, over the course of his career, Tyler Hero has had the ball in his hands more and more, and now you see why. He has really improved his decision-making.
Robinson's checked in for the Knicks. Miles McBride comes in for Bridges. For New York, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Pass to McBride. Towns, a screen on Mitchell. And there's the call on Miles McBride. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
They set the pick. Here's Hero. And the baseline jumper, no good. New York trailing. And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
They double him with Clarkson. The Heat need to get a shot off. Fires from deep. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. On the wing, Anunoby. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And the trade of Jimmy Butler. Jim, the Heat's star power took a hit.
Well, one thing is for certain in this league, you need stars to win big. Draft picks, flexibility, those things are great. Even nice young players, but it's only going to take you so far.
Khalil Ware's checked in for the Heat. Bam Adebayo comes in for Jaime Jaquez. Over in the corner, McBride launches a 3. Anunoby can't get that one to fall. Last outing for Miami, it was a loss to the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Well, it just kills your momentum. You earn the trip to the line, but at the same time, when you miss, you give your opponent life. That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
29 seconds left now here in the second. Outside, Hero. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. Offline with his 3. Now McBride. He's coming off a 16-point game against Philadelphia.
And his passing also off the charts in their game. In just about every aspect of their offense, he was dialed in.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding.
Davion Mitchell.
Guys, Bam Adebayo getting it done for the Miami Heat. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we'll be right back after this.
Despite being the visitor, they've been in control. They've got an edge to their game. That can quiet a hostile.
And a look now at some. And that'll do it for halftime.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And you look at Adebayo, what a contribution.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
You've got Miles McBride. Mitchell Robinson out there at Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Bridges in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Hero against Bridges. Hero no good.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Here's McBride. Bridges kicks to Anunoby. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Towns. It's stolen by Adebayo. And here they go. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Ware's got 6 points. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's going to nail me. It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Towns. And Ware pulls it down.
He was bothered just enough to miss that shot. That's good work by the defense.
Got that one up quick. He's got 11.
And that's something Tyler Hero is really good at, creating space for his shot.
On the wing, Bridges. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
A moment now to see the numbers for Powell. And he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And back to his efficiency from 3, as you said, he's top 10 in the league. Defenses are now trying to deny him the basketball, but really to no avail. To the paint, here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And scoring is not always his primary responsibility, but this has been Adebayo's night, and they will take it.
McBride passes to Bridges. Pass to McBride. And the Knicks miss again. Miami leading by 3. Deflects the pass. Towns, high post. Adebayo on him. New York moving it around. Anunoby, no good. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Miami Heat. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Driving the lane, and the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Hart, he's checked in for Robinson. Heat also with the sub. Andrew Wiggins, he's checked in for Mitchell. Back to Hero. Inside, here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
What separates Adebayo from other bigs in this league is his agility, and that really shows up in pick-and-roll action.
Towns, a screen on Hero. Anunoby in the corner. Pass to Towns. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Miami's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Powell outside. Good on the triple. Powell's got the lead up to 5 now for the Heat.
Oh, nice ball movement. Hero's an underrated passer. Makes great decisions.
McBride passes to Bridges. Fires the 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. Wiggins in the post. He's guarded by Anunoby. Hero from long range. And the Heat, another 3.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Both teams deciding to change it up. And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Yabusele finds Clarkson. Back to Yabusele. Here's Hart.
Well, that's nice defense that time by Jaquez Jr., really making his presence felt.
There's Hero with the 3. Rebounded by Hart. Knicks trail by 8. Off the run. And Hart throws it down.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
Jaquez can't hit. The Knicks shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Pass to Cole. Hart outside. Just 5 to shoot. Shot's good by Clarkson.
As a shooter, Clarkson can be so efficient. He gets the ball and goes right into his shot.
Hero looking around. "12 seconds left to play here in the third. Pass to Jovic. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Jovic has got his second basket. Here's Hart. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Heat. They're up by 5. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Out in the wings for him, it's Powell and Wiggins. Then there's Jaime Jaquez. And it's Mitchell, and it's Jovic in at the 5, down low.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Pass to Jovic, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Not sure what exactly happened there. It didn't look like they were on the same page.
And Hart has it in the corner. A three-pointer, no good. The Heat leading by 5. Here's Wiggins. Count it, good.
Making his size a factor. Wiggins does work in the paint.
The Knicks shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Clarkson for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. Here's what Miami has lined up on their schedule. On Tuesday, they'll face off against Scotty Barnes and the Toronto Raptors. Then on Friday, they'll go up against Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks.
And the matchup against the Nuggets, you know they want to come out and make a big statement in that one. It won't be easy, but anything can happen.
And New York making a change here. Towns is checked in. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan with his team. Coach delivering an inspiring message to his team saying, quote, "Hey, we can win this game. Believe in yourselves. Battle to the end." Honestly, guys, even I was a bit pumped up after hearing this one.
All right, Allie, thank you. Lets it go from the wing. And again, it's the Knicks missing. The Heat leading by 6. Down low, Bridges with the steal. Here's Clarkson. No good. Good D by Mitchell. Powell, no one around him. That 3 off the mark. Knicks have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6.
And sometimes we forget about Clarkson's vertical. He's more than happy to remind us on those throwdowns.
The Heat have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. They get the rebound. Ware kicks to Adebayo. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Oh, wow, guys, doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
And this would be a terrible blow. Hopefully it's less serious than it looks.
Well, you just feel awful for him. Injuries are the very worst part of this game.
Anunoby, he's checked in for New York.
And battling hard on the glass, They hold the advantage here so far.
Powell for three. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. It's Hart on the wing. Floats one up. And the layup is off.
Well, his poor shooting hasn't helped them much, but you can't point the finger solely at him for why they're behind.
Anunoby against Powell. Adebayo rising up and ripping down the two-hand jam.
Well, Adebayo is always a threat to dunk it. He's light on his feet and extremely explosive.
And that one is good.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Powell outside. Now Hero launches from deep. Clarkson pulls it down. No good. The Heat leading by 6. Powell fires. And the three misses.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him. And how about the confidence of Clarkson? This man believes in his abilities. And boy, this team sure believes in him.
Adebayo. And hit the three. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for New York. Outside, Anunoby. Catch up a three. It misses.
Yeah, I think he forced that a little bit there. Should have tried for a higher percentage look from the three.
Knicks trail by 4. Clarkson missed on the three. Hero fires. He's off from 3.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Up top, Anunoby. Cleared away by Adebayo. So they foul intentionally for the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Josh Hart. And Miles McBride subbed in for Clarkson. And no good is the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second one. And he does get the second one. And that puts them up by 5.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
And it's out of bounds for the Knicks as New York retains possession. Bridges, right side. Down it goes for 3.
You remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
What a big-time shot. Those are the moments you dream about as a kid.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Making it a 2-possession game is critical right here. Nice work coming through and doing exactly that.
Here's Bridges. Fires the 3. The putback. He parachutes in for the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game. New York calls timeout. 15 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And what's their best move at this point?
Score, then hope for some missed free throws or a turnover at the other end.
Well, at this point, everything has to go your way to extend this game.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Second personal foul. 15 foul.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5.
At the line, 2 shots.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Mikal Bridges, he drills the 3.
Always a threat Three-point land that time was seriously expanded.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. And the first of two, no good. Heartbreaking. And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a three-point lead.
A three and nothing but a three will do here.
Yeah, to tie it up, absolutely. Let's see what they run here.
And so the big win by Miami in a tight game.
Thank you for coming.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.